Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. We're a bit late on uploading it this week because I've started a new series over on TikTok and Instagram, and I wanted to incorporate it into YouTube as well, so apologies for the video being late. I did say we're going to do every Monday. It's now Wednesday. I am starting a series over on TikTok, and it was only going to be on TikTok, but then I got a lot of feedback on Instagram being like, post it here too, and then I thought, why don't we combine it all into longer form videos as well, to put it on YouTube. So basically I'm starting a series called Better You, and it's individual videos on every single topic, health and fitness, to really break it down and simplify it for someone who is either brand new to their fitness journey, no clue where to start, or if you've been on a fitness journey or a health journey or a vegan journey and you just can't get it right and you're just not seeing the results you want to see, then this is what this series is all about. So it's short videos on other social media platforms per topic, and I mean like the most simple topics of all time. So like number one, make a plan with your workouts. For example, in this video we're going to talk about the first 4 topics, which are make a plan with your workouts. Step number 2 is to work out your goal with your physique and apply that to your nutrition, i.e. do you need to work out specific calories and macros to help get you started with how to actually eat, what to eat, etc. And then number 3 was actually the grocery haul, i.e. the food shop, i.e. the preparation to allow you to actually succeed. Number 4 after that is ingredient prep or meal prep. So I'm going to break it all down for you. Number 1, like I said, I'm going to talk about how to actually start, because in your head, I know how hard it is. Like, I've been there before when you're kind of looking at all this information online in terms of health and fitness, and there's so many different things for one, and then for 2 it's just the information everywhere and you don't know how to actually put it down in one place. So I want you to get a pen and paper or a notepad or your iPad or your laptop or anything, and I want you to write this down with me, okay? I want you to do step 1, find a plan / make a plan with regards to your workouts. So for your workouts, what you want to do is actually find a plan that is realistic and sustainable for you, because if you're the person that has in the past or currently just saves random workouts on Instagram, and there's nothing wrong with that. I post workouts on Instagram and I think they're like good for inspiration and good to like add into your workout routine here and there, but they're pointless if you don't actually know how to put them into a proper routine. So if you're someone that just saves random workouts, if you kind of go to the gym and don't really know what you're doing, or you overpromise yourself you're going to all of a sudden start going to the gym 6 days a week, you're like, oh, it's New Year, I'm going to the gym 6 days a week, but then you do that for like 1 or 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, oh, that's actually not realistic, and you're going 3 days a week or 4 days a week, and then you feel like you're failing because you haven't stuck to your original plan of 6 days a week. You have to be very realistic and very honest with yourself as to how you're actually going to reach your own goals with your own life and your own schedule. So for me, for example, obviously, like if you are a 21-year-old fitness influencer like I was back in the day, maybe not 21, maybe like 25, right, with no commitments or responsibilities outside of creating fitness content for your career, completely different to my life now, where I am 31 years old, not that the age makes a difference, 31 years old, I have a baby that I obviously look after full time, like I don't have childcare help or anything like that. She is with me every minute of every day, every day, like she's currently sleeping right now whilst I film this video. I run a business as well, online business, and I obviously have a household that I take care of, I have a partner, and obviously like a social life and family and all the bits in between, okay? If you are obviously looking at my schedule, you might think, right, how do you slot in your fitness routine? And this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to take a whiteboard and I want you to look at your week and I want you to say, okay, I can commit to training 4 days a week, for example. And then you look at your schedule and you go, okay, for me, I can do Mondays. I'm talking about my own routine here, right? I can do Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. That is the 4 days that I can commit to working out. Okay, on those days, which workouts am I doing? Okay, I found a 12-week program I want to follow, i.e. I'm doing the one that's on my app right now. It is the New Year Better You Challenge. It is a structured 12-week program, and you have all of your workouts, literally every exercise, videos attached to every exercise. You can track every rep, every set, every weight, all the rest of it for 12 weeks. You want to then look at your whiteboard schedule and say, okay, I can do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's perfect. I have 4 days on my workout plan, so I'm going to do the upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, vice versa, whatever. And you have that written down on your notepad or your whiteboard or whatever. You just need to assign realistically days you're going to work out to your schedule, because otherwise you're overpromising yourself. And see, if you don't actually commit to certain days to doing your certain workouts, you're going to get to a day and go, oh, I don't feel like it today, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. Or maybe the next day, oh, I don't feel like it for 3 days, but it's okay, there's 4 days left in the week, I'll do it then. That is not how you stay consistent, because you're going to do that week in, week out, and you're not going to develop a consistent enough routine. If you have your dedicated days, make them non-negotiable. And I've said this so much lately because for me, mine are non-negotiable, because Adam and I both like going to the gym, and obviously, like I said, we don't train together anymore, we have a baby, all the rest of it. Thus, we have set workout days on each of our schedules. If you do not go on your workout day, you miss your workout, and that is just it. There's not a, I'll just go tomorrow instead, because he goes tomorrow instead. So even if your life doesn't look like that, like mine, and it is literally non-negotiable, just make it non-negotiable. Tell yourself it's non-negotiable and these are your days. And the motto for this year for me, because I am not a morning person, my god, I'm not a morning person, and I have become a morning person. Mondays and Wednesdays I get up at 5:30 in the morning and I go to the gym 6 till 7. Adam's getting ready for work, Blake's in bed, and he goes to work at 7:30, and then I start my life too. Thursdays I go in the evening just because he goes in the morning, and then Saturday I go like 8 or 9 because it's a Saturday, right? We're not getting up at 5:30. So the motto for this year has been stick to the plan and not the mood. Because my goodness, when that alarm goes off at 5:30, I don't want to get out of bed. I would pay every penny in my bank account in that moment to stay in my bed, right? I have never been a morning person, and everyone in my life has been saying to me lately, like, Steph, how did you do it? How are you doing it? Because we know that you used to be a person, I would go to bed 10 p.m. and sleep till 8 a.m. straight, like no interruptions, no nothing. It's a miracle I'm getting up at 5:30. But the motto is stick to the plan and not the mood. Step number 2, we're going to move over to the nutrition side. Now, the nutrition side, I feel like, is where most people do kind of fall off the bandwagon, or they're just like, I don't have a clue where to start, I don't know how to eat, or you think you're eating healthy, or you think you're eating enough, or you think, you know, you're actually eating less than what you are, and all the rest of it. If you're comfortable looking at calories and macros, I highly suggest you do it as a starting point. If you have a good enough relationship with food that you think, do you know what, I'm just going to have a bash at this track of macros for a while, just to find a starting point, then do it. Personally, I found that really helpful at the start, because I used to do the Rotto 4, as we know, banana diet, okay, and that did not give me the physique I wanted. And when I actually looked at my calories and macros, I thought, right, my goal is to build lean muscle mass and to have an overall athletic, lean, fit shape. Eating 12 bananas a day is not going to do that. So I looked into like a calorie macro calculator, and I worked out, for me personally, I changed my macro split to roughly like 60-20-20, i.e. 60% of my calories come from carbohydrates, 20% from fat, 20% from protein. And then I worked out, based on my goal, was kind of body recomposition at the time, so I worked out what is my maintenance calories. If you're trying to just like reshape your body, if you're maybe like skinny fat, start at maintenance, and then that way you can slowly drop some body fat whilst also slowly building some muscle mass. If your goal is to lose body fat first, calorie deficit. If your goal is to gain muscle mass first, calorie surplus, and just sit on that spectrum. So maintenance for body recomposition, maybe take away 200 calories for a deficit, and maybe add 200 calories for a surplus. Just stay on that line and just, you know, toy with that until you find what it is that suits your goal. From there, so with that as well, not only, it's not about, so I think the negative connotation that comes with calories and tracking and all the rest of it is that people can sometimes use it to undereat. Like I said, if you don't have a good relationship with food, it's probably not for you. But if you do, like for me, I used it to make sure I was eating enough, make sure I was eating enough protein, calories, healthy fats, all the rest of it. And it was a game changer for me. So I would say, if you can, find an online calculator for free, or again, I have one in my app, and it will help you build out your calorie and macro profile depending on what your goal is. And again, using my app for example, you can assign your calories to your meals throughout the day depending on when you actually like to eat, because I like a big breakfast and a big dinner. I'm not that fussed about lunch, like I'll have it, but it's not my favourite meal of the day. Thus, you know, my kind of food is spread out and such. I don't overly track my macros anymore because I know how to eat and I know how, like, what I actually like and what works for me. But sometimes it is good for me just to check back in and just make sure we're definitely on track. And then once you have sorted out what you actually need to eat, that is when the fun part starts, because then you get to add in the food, right? Now, you can look at recipes online. You can put together a meal plan yourself. You can use something like my app or another app or something like that, where you can select recipes and put them into a meal plan. Build out your meal plan for the week. And make it realistic. Okay, don't try and make fancy recipes if you don't have time for fancy recipes. Keep it simple and keep it effective. Meal prep if you find that easier. Ingredient prep if you find that easier. But just make sure you pick recipes that you know you're actually going to make, or meals you're actually going to make. And from there, you obviously then want to make your shopping list. And when you have a shopping list, that is everything that you're going to eat for the week. I would also like to note that 80-20 rule, quote unquote rule, is going to change your life, okay? Because as much as all this is great and wonderful, if you do not have space in your life for soul food and food that just, it doesn't fit into the fruit and veg category or the protein category, it's a Biscoff biscuit, it's a cornetto, it is a vegan magnum, whatever it is, make a bit of space for that here and there throughout the week. Because if you are someone that tries to go all in too hard, 100% clean, and restrict yourself of your favourite foods here and there when you feel like them, you are going to lead to binge eating, fall off the bandwagon, feeling guilty, oh my god, I just destroyed my whole progress, when that is not the case. So guys, this is the first 4 episodes put into one place of this, how to actually start health and fitness in 2025, how to make it realistic and sustainable for you. Make sure you subscribe and follow along and like this video and comment down below if you actually enjoyed it, because I have another few of these videos lined up with tips and tricks. I'm kind of hoping that on social media, on TikTok and Instagram, I have between 10 and 15 different videos, like series, and I'll put them into maybe 3 videos on YouTube over the next few weeks. So you have literally everything step by step broken down, how you actually achieve your goals in 2025, and stop getting to a new year and still not having a clue what